Why don't you listen? I shouldn't have to repeat myself so much. Parents, do you hear yourself saying these phrases a lot? Today's video is going to help you to understand why your children, specifically your toddlers, seem as if they do not listen whenever you speak, and we're going to give you some really good tips on how you can resolve this issue. I am Dr. Tanisha Burke, your positive parenting coach. Parenting a toddler can be an incredibly rewarding yet challenging experience. One of the most common frustration parents face is when their young children seem to ignore their instructions or fail to listen altogether. Before diving into the strategies for addressing this issue, I think it's important to understand the underlying reasons why toddlers often do not seem to listen. We explain by looking at the cognitive and language limitations. Toddlers are in a critical phase of development where their cognitive and language skills are rapidly evolving. However, they still have limitations that hinder their ability to fully understand and follow instructions. Now let's look at some of these limitations that prevents your toddler from listening to you. The first is limited attention span. Toddlers have a short attention span, making it difficult for them to focus on a single task or instruction for an extended period of time. The next limitation is concrete thinking. Abstract concepts and complex instructions can be confusing to toddlers. They primarily think in concrete terms, which can lead to misunderstandings. As a parent, you might be wondering, okay, what's the difference between concrete and abstract thinking? Well, concrete thinking in toddlers means that they understand things best when they're presented in a straightforward, tangible way. For example, if you tell a toddler, be a good listener, which is an abstract concept, they might not fully grasp it. Instead, if you say, listen with your ears like a bunny listening to the birds, which is a concrete example, they are more likely to understand and follow your instructions because it is something they can visualize and relate to in a simple, concrete manner. The next limitation is language control. While toddlers are building their language skills, they might struggle to process and comprehend complex sentences or unfamiliar words. The next limitation is impulse control. Toddlers are driven by their impulses and curiosity. They often act before thinking, which make it appear as if they're not listening. And the next limitation, which clashes a lot with parents, is this need for independence for exploration. As toddlers begin to explore their newfound independence, they might resist following instructions as a way to assert themselves. Now that we understand the challenges toddlers face in listening, let's explore some positive parenting strategies that can help you navigate these situations with patience and understanding. In giving you the examples, I'm also going to be giving you scripts that you can use when interacting with your children. So you might want to pause this video, grab a pen and paper so that you can make some notes. Now that you're ready, let's look at the strategies that you can use to help your child to listen. The first is to keep instructions simple. Instead of overwhelming your toddler with complex sentences, offer a clear and concise instruction that is easy to understand. So as an example, you could say, "Sweetie, it's time to clean up your toys. Let's put them in the toy box." The next strategy is to use visual cues. Support your verbal instructions with visual cues to enhance comprehension. Pointing to an object or demonstrating the desired action can be very effective. For example, "See this? It's time to brush your teeth. Watch how mommy or pappy does it." The next strategy is to offer choices. Provide your toddler with limited choices to give them a sense of control. This can help to reduce resistance and encourage cooperation. For example, you could say, "Do you want to wear the red shirt or the blue shirt today?" The next strategy is to be patient and repeat. Toddlers might need to hear instructions multiple times before they fully grasp them. Be patient and willing to repeat your request. For example, we could say, "Remember, we use gentle touches with the cat. Can you show me how to pet the cat nicely?" The next strategy to get your toddler to listen is to use positive reinforcement. Praise and reward your toddler when they do follow through with instructions. Positive reinforcement encourages them to repeat the desired behavior. For example, you could say, "Wow, you did such a great job cleaning up your toys. Look how tidy the room looks now." The next strategy is to connect and empathize. Acknowledge your toddler's feelings and show empathy before giving instructions. This fosters a positive connection and makes them more receptive to your request. For example, you could say, "I know you're having fun playing and it's time to get ready for bed. We can read your favorite story before sleep." The next strategy is to be consistent. Young children thrive on routine and consistency, so it's important to be consistent with your expectations. For example, if you always expect your child to say please and thank you, make sure you always say those words to them as well. The next strategy, which is also extremely powerful, is to get down to their eye level. When talking to a toddler, it can be helpful to get down to their eye level so that they can see you eye to eye. This can help them feel more engaged and focused on what it is you're saying to them. The final strategy is to use positive body language. Your body language can also communicate your message to your toddler. Using a calm and positive tone of voice, making eye contact, and smiling can all help your toddler feel more connected to you and more likely to listen. Remember, your toddler's behavior is not a reflection of your parenting skills. It's a natural part of their development. By using these positive parenting strategies and understanding their cognitive and language limitations, you can create a more harmonious and communicative relationship with your toddler. Over time, their ability to listen and follow instructions will improve as they continue to grow and learn. If you have benefited from this video and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe so you do not miss future episodes. Thank you so much for joining us, and goodbye for now.